What's going on, guys? I'm Skyz MooN, and today, another competitive commentary. This time it's CTF on High Rise, I think? Yeah, High Rise. It's probably my favorite gameplay I've gotten so far, just because I love CTF, and, yeah. Marathon flag running, dropping 40 plus kills is just super. Anyways, I actually made a really awful, well, not awful, it was just me, a lot of me bitching about shit and stuff, earlier. I made another commentaries with a different gameplay. It was really quick, and it was basically just me complaining about how videos on Skyz get hate, but I realized that stupid people are stupid. I shouldn't pay attention to them. And now I'm here, and everyone is just so happy, I can tell. Anyways, what was I going to talk about? Oh yeah, today I'm talking about jobs and stuff, and what's happening in my life, and things of that nature. First off, let's talk about games, though, because I know you guys fucking care. I haven't played well enough to get a gameplay for one of these in forever. I've been playing like shit in competitive. I don't know whether to use sleight of hand or marathon or anything like that. And I know I was supposed to use a Monitor 3 gameplay, but I really just haven't had people that play that game, especially on Vrail, and I don't want to play on Skyz MooN just because I don't like the hate I get. I don't even hate. I don't like being treated differently because of the 4 letters of my name, which you've probably heard me reference once or twice, maybe. I don't know. I never really say it, but. Yeah, that's why I know I said this one was gonna be Monitor 3, but yeah. As far as what I've been working on, I edited about 3 out of the 5 minutes of my Monitor 3 montage like a week and a half ago, and I haven't touched it since because I really just hate that game. It's so boring, and watching my own clips, I'm not happy with like half. Well, it's not that I'm not happy with them. I'm just not. I really don't like clips that I've seen before. Like if I've seen someone hit the exact same clip somewhere, then I'm probably not going to. I don't know. It's just so generic at this point. I never thought that I'd be so bored of a game that I can hit clips so easily on. I don't know. It's kind of that way for everything, isn't it? I personally, I know I'm all about the chase. I really like having to work. Well, not work for stuff, but I really like knowing that I have to actually do something to be rewarded. Like Black Ops, you can play for like 6 hours and not get a single clip unless you spray with the PSG a lot, in which case kill yourself, because that's kind of like the fucking 50 cal that game. I hate that gun, and I suck with it, so you know, a little jealousy there. So yeah, Monitor 3 montage is just so awesome. Let's see what else. I have enough clips for a leftovers episode, even though that's not why you guys are primarily here. But yeah, I have enough for. I think it'd be all Black Ops except for like it'd be a couple like actual Monitor 3 quad feeds and stuff like that. I just don't really want to use and stuff. But yeah, so look forward to that. I made a dicking around episode. Which is just if you've ever wondered what it's like to play with me, it's not super fucking preachy commentaries and shit all the time. Usually it's me dicking around with a bunch of my friends, just not taking anything seriously and having fun and shit like that. So yeah, that's kind of why I make that, just so you guys could see what it's like when I actually play instead of just sweating competitive all day. That's another thing. I like those because it makes it seem like I actually have a personality, have fun, instead of just like trying my absolute balls off in competitive all day, which I could do. I can sweat up a storm. It's buckets and buckets everywhere. But so yeah. Anyways, the real thing I wanted to talk about this, as far as like why I'm making this video, is jobs and job interviews and things like that. For those of you that didn't hear me in my previous commentary, I got fired from my job at the cafe where I worked with those 2 weirdos. The one who always came with his back sweaty, and the one who had like a strange sexual seizure on top of his hearing impaired girlfriend. God, I sound like a dickhole. But yeah. Which kind of sucks now because they're these 2 well, not extremely hot. One of them's like bone material, and the other one like I want her to have my babies and start a family with me. It's just great. But yeah, so now there's really hot girls that work there, and there's this one girl who's like the complete cock block, and she used to have a crush on me, and I'm pretty sure she makes me soft. I go from a raging hard on to soft in 5 seconds, just by just like that. But yeah, I no longer work there, and I started looking for other ways to make money, jobs, and stuff like that. I don't really use money that much. Half the time I do it is just to order Domino's for when my friend Dallas and I hang out, and I'm like, dude, we should get food, and I'm lazy. Domino's! God bless America. So, yeah. I actually want to build a new gaming PC at some point, so I was like, I should probably find another job. Then that would be sweet. Jobs are cool. Woo! So yeah, I started looking for other jobs, and my uncle had given me the number of one of his business associates. He's the national sales director for a brewery. They brew root beer and beer in Wisconsin. If you look up Wisconsin brewery, it's probably the first thing that comes up as far as like root beer and shit. It's actually voted the number one. He works at Sprecher Brewery. He's a legend. Why did I say that? Now everybody's gonna hate. No. Anyways, yeah. So he gave me his one of his associates gave me his number, and they were like, "Hey, we're hiring, and we'd like to interview you for this AT&T store that was gonna pop up near my house." And he thought I might be good for it because I like technology, I like computers, I like all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I got confirmation from him that they still wanted to interview me, but I didn't know what it was going into it. I didn't know what to expect. And when I got there, first of all, when I actually had to go to this interview, I had class 15 minutes after the, how do I put this? 15 minutes after, oh god. Basically, I had like 3 minutes or something like that to get to the class I was supposed to be at. So that was just super. I had to do that. I had to go to this class with this, oh my god, this redneck. I might just do an entire video on what happens in my fucking psychology class, because there's some crazy shit, people fighting white supremacists. It's just super. Anyways, I walk into this room where I'm supposed to be doing this interview, and there's 18 other people who were at least 5 years older than me, if not more. There was a guy in there who was like in his 60s, looked like Bill Gates sort of. So he was at least 18 years old. They were at least 5 years older than me, 18 other people, and we were in this cold, I guess for lack of a better word, desolate office space, and had to answer questions about our work history and other things that would, you know, help them know if we would be a great employee and stuff like that. So yeah, we did that for a while, and the more like everyone else in the room asked questions and answered them, the more I was shocked, because even though almost everyone there was, like I said, at least 5 years older than me and had like 10 times the experience that I had, none of them knew what to say, and honestly, none of them were like confident at all. One example of this is we had to give a presentation on the mission statement thing that they gave out. It was 2 of the best qualities that we liked and that spoke to us most as like people or whatever, I don't know, as employees maybe. So we had to do that, and halfway through the presentation, this 50-year-old guy who was presenting for our like group thing, first of all, someone in my group just bailed. He was like, "Yeah, I can't take the pressure, goodbye," and he just left. So yeah, and then the guy presenting it didn't get like any, it was like he had never spoken before. Like he just started stuttering, and so I guess it's okay if you're nervous, that's fine. I'm not gonna give you shit for that. That's a dick move. But he was like 50 years old, and he was trying to play it off like he was super confident, and I ended up having to stand up and like present it for us because he couldn't do it. And yeah, I just thought it was really yeah, I don't know, I never thought that I'd have to see a 50-year-old man, 50-year-old man who'd been working in sales his entire life sit there and try to start stuttering in front of people. That was weird. Yeah, personally, I don't love public speaking. I really just don't mind public speaking. I think public speaking is the #1 fear or whatever like that, and then death is second, and spiders and stuff like that, but I really don't mind it. Yeah, I do almost enjoy doing it. It's weird. The only thing I could think of that I was not, how do I put this? The only reason I could think of that I was like, wow, I'm actually good at this, was probably because of these commentaries, which is sad as fuck. I know. I made a whole video about how the internet and videos and stuff will never affect you, but it kind of did, which is hypocritical as fuck, by the way. How you doing? So yeah, these commentaries actually really helped me with that. And as far as being well spoken in these, it took forever for me to be good at, but when it comes to like coming up with things on the spot, like just being witty, oh god, witty sounds so fucking gay. Just being able to come up with things quickly and stuff like that, I've always been kind of good at that. Just knowing what to say at the right time is really something I've always been good at. So yeah. As of making this video, I still haven't gotten a confirmation thing, whatever. They're supposed to call me either today or tomorrow. I had class today, though. I have class tomorrow, too, which fucking blows. But, yeah, I don't know what to say anymore. I guess this gameplay really has like no rhyme or like reason to it. I just wanted to make a video, and it's something that happened. First of all, I wasn't exactly nervous when I had to do it. It was just something I was like, holy fuck, this is cool. And it's cool to be able to go into a boardroom at 18 years old, and honestly, if my competition is any indication, I could be the youngest person to own one of those stores, which sounds cocky as fuck, but basically the position they're doing is like not like a managerial, but like basically it'd just be like grooming for like a higher up position, which would be sweet, because I personally, to be able to look back, one of the things they asked is where do you see yourself in 3 years? And honestly, if it came down to it, I could totally run one of those things. It'd be hard to do with school and all that stuff, but I could totally do that. And to be the youngest person ever to own one of those would be fucking sweet. But yeah. Oh yeah, as far as this gameplay goes, this is definitely my favorite. Watching it back even now, this is definitely my favorite gameplay I've ever done. As far as these commentaries, first of all, the game's super close, which you guys probably won't see for another, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes once I finish this. But yeah, I had a, like I said, I had a complete, fucking that guy. I had a 250-0 where I go like 25-3 or something like that, and the guy in their team goes like 3-22, and we just completely blow him out. And the only reason I'll probably use that gameplay is if I have to like just get something out, or like use it as like an update or something. Because honestly, I wouldn't. I watch it back and I was like, this is cool and all. I'd go on some pretty cool streaks just because they were kind of not that great. But it just wasn't that fun for me to watch afterwards. So I made this. Yeah. So the moral of my long, ranty, blown out, non-focused argument topic thingy is that just because someone's older than you or has more experience doesn't mean you can't make up for it just by being confident and just going out of your way to be awesome. One thing, just because I am the almighty god of getting jobs at 18 years old and you all fucking care, if it comes down to it, do something, no, not crazy, don't like bite someone, because rabies is not how you get a job. Like, if it comes down to it, do something that no one else has done. Like, at the end of our presentation or whatever, when I had taken over and stuff like that, we were about to move on, and I like stood up in front of everyone and gave a, not speech, speeches are gay, although I'm really good at making them because I like men. Basically, just do something no one else has done. No one's gonna remember the guy who sat back and did exactly what they expected. I think that applies to everything, even like girls. No girl's trying to lick the fucking salt off a man's balls if he sat there and said, "Hi, I like you, we should be friends." No. Do something bold, do something. First of all, be fucking confident. This goes for everything. There are very, very few things that cannot be accomplished by just being a confident individual and being sure of yourself and, I don't know, proper grammar. Jesus Christ, why is proper grammar so fucking rare now? I hate it. I really do. Anyways, I've completely run out of things to say. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I'm going to put some music on once I finish talking. You guys have a nice day. Comments are sweet. So are messages. Goodbye.